I know you clicked on the link because you want to see the new 2021 Giant TCR disc with 32mm tires on it. Unfortunately, I don't have one right now. All I have are single speed mountain bikes and full squishy mountain bikes. But I think I might be able to come up with a video for you. Hang loose, let's see what I got laying around. Well, look at what I found, folks. A 2021 Giant TCR Advanced 2 Pro Compact in white. It's a medium large. I ordered it a week and a half ago. It came in within about a week. I know over the course of a weekend, they sold 5 that they had in stock in this size and in this model. When I ordered it on the Monday after, I believe this was the last one in stock in the US. It might be out of stock at the moment, but I'm sure more will be shipped in from overseas once production ramps up. But let me show you a few things on the bike since there's no videos of it online yet. First off, I did change a few things. Obviously, I put 32mm tires on it before I even got it on the road. I took a crankset off of another bike that has 50-34 chain rings for climbing. I changed the saddle and I changed the cockpit to fit me. But let's get a close up so we can see some colors, see some components. This is white. Let's see if I can get, we got natural sunlight hitting it, but it is a white, has a little bit of a pearl in it, or a flake. You can kind of see it there. The harder color to really see on the bike is actually the blue on the head badge. It's a deep blue, and it has a little bit of a green flake in it, but it's a deep metallic blue with a little bit of green flake. See if I can get the camera to focus in on it. Not a lot of logos on the bike. You have Giant on the head tube, Giant on the down tube, and you have TCR on the top tube. But other than that, it's a pretty clean frame, not a lot of logos. We have size medium large. The 2 stands for the Advanced 2 model. Let's see here. Original wheels, Giant PR2 alloy disc with 6-bolt through axle hubs. It's a 160mm rotor on the front with flat mount brakes. You can kind of see the cable routing here on the front. Nice and clean, goes up through the top. I'll show you the cable routing on the other side when we flip the bike around. Shortened up the reach by about 50mm or so. It was a little long for my fit. I have long legs, long arms, but a short torso, so I have to shorten up my bikes quite a bit. This is the stack. That's how much stack came on the bike when I bought it. I got lucky when I swapped out stems that there's a little bit of curve on the top and the back of this stem to accommodate these proprietary spacers. That looks good. I went from 115mm stem, which came stock, to a 75mm stem, and I did a little bit shorter reach bars with a little bit shallower drop. And the hooks actually come more up flat rather than swoop down like the stock bars do, which I'll show you at the end. Signature TCR frame with the sloping top tube. Let's see if I can get you some color on the Giant. You can just tell that it has a little bit of blue, hard to see from this angle. Carbon seat post, specialized power saddle in 143 size, just because that's what my butt likes. Seat tube or seat post is not so big that I can't still put my blinky light on the back. There's a GP5000 tubeless and a 32 mil tire. I'll show you the clearance in just a second. The rims are 22 mil wide on the inside and 28 mil wide on the outside. See if I can show you the profile with the tire. They actually, with such a wide wheel, the tires don't really bulge out much. They're still pretty flush with the rim itself. Nice tire profile. They are set up tubeless. I'm running them at 60 PSI at the moment, nice and comfy. Shimano 105, 1130 cassette. I will be changing out that cassette to an 1132. We have several punchy climbs down here in Central Texas that reach almost 20 to 21% grade, and need some nice low gearing to get up those climbs. 5034 chain rings, absolute black, bling bling, and that's just some bike jewelry there. Not really important, just bike jewelry, but nice crank set. 5032, 1130 on the rear. It will be 1132 once I get it in. 105 derailleur. These derailleurs are a little different than previous models. They actually don't have a B screw. They actually just have 2 notches. I don't see if you can tell right there, but 2 notches on the hanger. So one for smaller cassettes and 1 notch for the larger cassettes. So you can't cheat the system anymore by squeezing in bigger cassettes than what it calls for. 2 bottle cages. And let's see what else. 140 mil rotor on the rear. 6-bolt disc. Cable routing. And then right about there, let's see, from behind the spokes, that's fittings for a speed and cadence sensor from Giant that get bolted in there. 105 front derailleur. The cable routing on these new front derailleurs is pretty weird. I don't know that I like it, but it works fine. But full 105 group set. I believe it's the 5700 series. Hydraulics. Changed out the bar tape for some Supacaz, I think is how you pronounce it. Gel Cush. Nice and soft and thick. The bar tape that came on the bike stock was real thin and had really sticky adhesive that actually shredded when I took the bar tape off the bars to adjust the cockpit, but I'll show you that in a minute as well. 105 levers. Have a little bit of sweep to the handle, or to the lever. Nice ergonomics. The bulb on the top is not overly sized. I have fairly small hands and they fit me well. Let's see here. Garmin adapter came with it. I just used the hardware from the stem bolts to make it work on this stem. But it comes with either Garmin or Wahoo adapter, and then on the back side, or on the bottom side here, you can do a GoPro or a light mount. Let me show you that real quick. So it came with all the hardware to put that on the bottom. Put this Garmin back on before I forget. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Tire clearance. All right, 32 mil tires on the front. Get a shot here. Clearance, just a smidge less than a fingertip all the way around on the front. There's a shot there. You can kind of see the blue and how the front end of the bike looks. Cable routing is actually not bad. It looks fairly clean. The only problem I can see happening is this brake cable is going to rub on the head tube here, so I might need to put some stickers to keep it from rubbing, or I just need to trim the hose up so that it brings it back away from it a little bit. That might be an issue, but that can be fixed fairly easily. There's a shot with the cockpit. And brake routing. Alright, let's go look at the back. Tire clearance on the back is nice as well. Pull the bike out here so we can see it a little better. Same on the back. It's actually a little bit more clearance on the back than the front. Still just a smidge less than a fingertip. I can get my finger in there, my nails rubbing, fingers rubbing. We'll look at the clearance down here at the chainstay. It's just a little bit less than what is on the top of the seat stays. I'll show you the other side here real quick. 32 mil tires as a reference. Zoom in. Zoom. 32 mil tires. Here's a shot in the back. Kind of a neat little handle that comes with it. It's just a compression fit. Zoom in. Takes about 2 fingers to pull it out. I'm not sure if it'll fall out on a gravel ride or not, but that's to be determined. Works well, works for the front and the rear. Let's see, stages power meter. You can see the clearance for the frame there. Stages power meter, plenty of clearance. We'll get clearance, stages power meter, plenty of clearance. Same amount of clearance on the drive side. Got the hydraulic 105s on the rear with the 140 rotor. And we got the hydraulic 105 on the front with the 160 rotor. Axle tool fits in there just the same as it does on the rear. You can kind of see the cable routing here as it comes out of the top of the fork for the brake. And you can see the routing here. Came with all the little rubber bushings to keep everything nice and tight. Came with some blank plates for this in case you want to run DI2. You can just put a blank plate on that. Let's see. Let's show you what came. The saddle that came on the bike was this giant approach. Pretty dense padding. It's got a nice big cutout. A little long. Doesn't work for my butt. I'm very picky on saddles, as I think most of us are. Here's the cranks that came on the bike. Non-brand, or Shimano RS 510 and a 5236. I just needed some smaller gearing, so I put this on the other bike. Let me go show you what comes in the box from Giant. Here's the box that it shipped in. And here's the bag of goodies. We got a 10 mil spacer. We got some cable ends. We got a blank plate for to fill some of the holes in case you want to run DI2. Not sure what this guy is here. Came with some lube. Owner's manual. And how to put sealant in your tires, but we all know how to do that, right? Here's the bar and stem combo that came with it. 115 mil stem, 42 centimeter wide bar. They're tapered down to skinny. As you can see, I took the handlebar tape off, and this is the remnants of what's left. I took a plastic knife to it to try to scrape it off, but wasn't very successful. Fairly short reach on the bars. The one thing I didn't like though is that the drops are kind of curved down instead of curving back up. So this cockpit may work for another bike. Giant contact bar, Giant branded stem plate. A little bit of a recess here for your hosing. And let's see, let's throw a water bottle in here so you can see how it looks with the water bottle. Real wide down tube. Shields the whole bottle. Looking from the top. The top tube is pretty skinny. The down tube is very wide, and with the bottle in it, it's almost completely shielded from the front. Anyway, thanks for tagging along. Here's one last final shot of it from the non-drive side. But 2021 Giant TCR Advanced 2 Pro Compact. Shoot me a message, drop a comment, like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to see any additional pics, let me know, and I can get that to you. Peace out.